Uh, okay, so we just do a quick introduction about Toshi. Um, so as I think most of our partner and reseller knows, Toshi is distributor of audiovisual and communication products in Malaysia. We have been around since 2006, and we are carrying a great number of solutions and products from around the world. And our headquarters located in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, while we have a branch office in UK as well. So what we do is not only a distribution. I think majority of our partners knows history of Toshi. We are a technical distributor, which is differentiate ourselves from other distributor companies. We are working step by step with our partners, with our resellers and customer throughout the journey from getting a new product solution, implementing, and even we provide support after the implementation on the customer side. So we have our team of experts in-house. We are well connected with our principals and also partners that providing the solution to us. And one of our winning points is having two offices in Malaysia and UK, giving us a chance that we are really able to offer 24 by 7 support to our customer if required. Of course, there are terms and conditions, but the options available for those mission critical and special projects that requires such kind of support. And we have local stock for majority of products that we represent from hardware, software. So the turnaround and delivery is pretty much quick, unless some of the special items. And of course, as one of the consequences of COVID was that some of productions was delayed. So that might disrupt the supply chain. However, we try to maintain a good level of stock based on the forecast and products that we know they are popular and demanding in our market. And last but not least, we offer the free delivery within Klang Valley. And of course, for any other regions throughout Malaysia, we have great logistics partners who are offering good pricing, and the customer is able to arrange their own pickup as well. So that is what we really do. And just giving a quick overview, as we're saying that we are doing IP telephony, just setting up a product map to understand better that how our products apply in the actual life and projects. So in terms of telephony products, we can start from a telephony company. So if you or your customer are willing to offer a telephony service, basically a voice over IP service. So we have the core platform from Portal One, which is a Canadian-based company, and they're providing an all-in-one solution, which is inclusive of billing, customer management, telephony setup, and everything into one platform. So once the core telephony has been up, we have Sangoma, one of our major brands, again, a Canadian brand, which providing us tons of options, including the carrier-grade voice gateways. So these voice gateways allows us to connect the core telephony system to any telephony platform that is out there, including PRI, ISDN PRI, E1, T1, SS7, and so on. And of course, not always the customer looking for IP telephony. There are many cases that your client might have the legacy telephony system, PABX, which we can provide our voice gateways again from two vendors that we carry, Sangoma and Dinstar. This also converting the IP to any traditional telephony connectivities. Uh, in case you have a project that you need to build up a telephony system for your office, for your customer clients, so we have IPPBX again from Sangoma and Zyco, which are carrying from the micro size of 20 user all the way to 20 user and more, which you can handle within one IPPBX. And of course, you will need to have some endpoints, including the IP phones and intercoms, which is helping user to use your phone system. Um, Again, we have cloud-based solution as well. So if by any chance your client is not willing to have an appliance-based PBX within their premise, so we can provide a software which either you can host on the cloud or we can help you to host on the cloud and serves as the hosted PBX to the customers. We have call center and contact center. We carry Hoodoo CC and also Dialaplet, which are the great products in terms of call centers. And these are available as hosted or on-prem solution. We have a module developed by our own team for survey, and also we have, of course, our today partner Press'nXPress, which providing a great addition to call centers where you can pass the calls to Press'nXPress to collect the customer feedbacks once the conversation done with the agent. And again, we have headsets and endpoints which are used for call center environment. As a growing market, Microsoft team has shown a big demand and also people moving toward using Microsoft team. And Microsoft opened up the opportunity where you can hook your phone system to Microsoft. So we have a SBC, a session border controller, which you can use to integrate Microsoft Teams with the telephony system. So this is a great solution in case that you're willing to use the Microsoft team to make and receive call without having an additional software or solution on your system. We have collaboration displays, video conferencing tools from the Philips, our major brands, which we are distributing. So these are providing the options where the customer can connect the video conferencing to a large display, or we have displays with the built-in camera, which is a great option, which is make the installation quite neat and easy to set up. Right, and we have last product, which is Miscellaneous. This is our standalone solution, which is meant to be an isolated product for those environments which you need a private messaging system, especially for governments, for those organizations which take care about the privacy and information, so they can have this solution and having their own private messaging platform. Okay, I'm doing a bit faster to don't take much time of Oresh and Meg. For digital signage, we have again a large number of products and solutions. Of course, for digital signage, the major part of the solution is display, where you can have any size of displays. You can have touch screen, non-touch screen, and any sort of screen that you need to show your content. So we carry Philips displays as our major brand. Once you have your displays, no matter is it for a restaurant, for a retail shop, is for any application, handling the content would be a nightmare if you have a large number of displays. That's why we are representing a quite number of content management systems, including our own brand AnySignage, which is developed by a team of experts in Toshi, to manage the contents over a large number of screens. We provide custom-made hardwares like self-service kiosks, digital posters, A-boards, which again, all of them can be connected to our CMS options. You can develop a wayfinding application using 22 Miles, a US-made software, which is a great product in the wayfinding scenarios. And of course, the LED, the large format displays that popping up everywhere. We supply the LED from Philips, and we have our own brand, which is a collaboration with the Chinese factory. So we provide almost A to Z for digital signage as well. Okay, so that was a quick overview of Toshi, what we are, what we do. And in case you're interested to join our reseller, if you have not joined earlier, please visit our website and you can join to our channel program, or you can scan the QR code on the screen and it will bring you to the same page. Okay, so that was a quick introduction about Toshi. So I think I will pass the deck to Arash, the CEO of Press'nXPress, and thank you, Arash, for waking up so early morning in Canada. The deck is all yours.
Hello, I believe it's evening there in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. So good evening, guys. Sorry, my voice is a little bit, kind of warm still because it's early morning here in Toronto. I'm honored to be in the webinar today. And I have also Mac with myself from Los Angeles, LA, and it's late night there. So we try to just do not drop the quality of the presentation and try to just be as informative as possible. So please feel free to ask questions whenever you feel that you need to know more after my presentation or before going to the live demo. I think I can share my screen. Let me just check. Yep. This is the screen. So can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can, Mr. Arash.
Okay, nice, good. So we are Press'nXPress, the customer and employee experience management platform. In short, they say experience management platform. In this presentation, I'm going to just introduce our solution, the importance of definitely customer and employee experience, and what are the challenges there, and then how we address these challenges in new and modern customer and employee experience management platform. So I think there's no need to talk about the importance of the customer experience these days. Most of the companies and organization these days compete on the experience management, because most of the services and products are, in terms of the quality, can have a same level of the quality and services. So that would be a new battlefield for many companies. Organization and large companies have invested heavily in tools and technologies to help them understand their customer more deeply, and to gain the advantage of superior customer experience. According to McKinsey, 93% of customer experience leaders are using a survey-based solution, which is old school, as their primary means of measuring customer experience performance. But only 6% express confidence that their measurement system enables both strategic and technical decision making. So it seems that it is the time to move on from the aging survey-based method to some modern approaches. But before we go to Press'nXPress solution, let's review some of the challenges of the survey-based methods. Using survey method, companies are measuring customer experience with delay and long after the completion of an interaction, with very low response rate, without incorporating any context like date, time. Customer hate these days to waste their time on long surveys while being asked too much personal information like the first name, last name, family size, income, household income. So even the customer cannot remember the details of their experience and cannot even match their experience with their questions. So the data often gets segmented into different silos within the company and doesn't contribute to the company's big picture. These different customer feedback systems are never consolidated and presented back to the unit manager for follow-up and customer recovery. In most of the cases, it just left alone in the database that they have as a record of customer experience, and there is no action. So it's obvious that these challenges lead to low response rate and low quality feedback from customers, and sometimes lead management department to make their decision from a false sense of data. So what we promise in Press'nXPress, we promise to provide a solution that collect feedback in the moment of service, fresh, right after service, across omni-channel. We add context to each feedback, like time, location, amount of payment, whatever makes sense for that point of interaction, with very high response rate. And we definitely ask very relevant questions from the customers, totally frictionless, and so integrated all the feedbacks and experiences in one dashboard, which is totally actionable, and you can see in live demo how we gonna just summarize in live. So let's review how our solution works. It has three main blocks. In the first block, we continuously collect customer feedback using direct and indirect feedback. So we will see the possibility of feedback collecting, but this is one of the main advantage of using Press'nXPress, that we collect feedback across omni channels, which can be digital channels like the website, mobile app, or it can be physical channel like I don't know, the parking area, the cashier in brick and mortar, or can be even voice in call centers. Then the solution, all of this feedback gonna just pass to the cloud server that we have, and the solution analyzes the feedback and provides kinds of actionable insight. It helps companies and manager to identify and prioritize areas of importance inside the dashboard. And in the very last step, which is the action hub, the solution enables the leader team to respond to customer and close the loop with them. And the system monitor and record the result and outcomes of the actions during the time. So these are the three main blocks of the Press'nXPress. So collecting, analyzing, and action. Well, let's see how it works in action, the solution. Unlike the server-based solution, the Press'nXPress solution is a journey-based platform. So instead of asking many questions in one survey and very long after interaction, we ask one most relevant question at customer interaction point by using one of our customer collecting mins. So first we map the customer journey. We define the touch points or interaction points between organization and customer. For each touch point, we have different types of feedback collectors or feedback tools. And we just embed inside that touch point and try to get the feedback of the customer fresh right after service and during the customer journey that it has. So here we can see the customer journey of, for example, a healthcare solution in a website and mobile app. We will just have different widgets. You will see the collector later. Widget or SDK that we embed inside the mobile app and the website. Then when it comes to for example, physical location like the parking area or emergency department or any department inside the hospital, we can have different kiosks to just install there to collect feedback. When it goes to reception, also we can have it entrance and exit, and also the employee area beside the customer experience. So the feedback would be fresh right after the service, accurate, and with very high response rate, since it is simple for customers. Is it clear? Do you have any question about how we gonna collect experience from the customers? Okay. So I'm gonna just show you a couple of more customer journey in different, let's say that vertical and industry. This is, for example, for hospitality, the hotel. So probably website, you're gonna go and book your room or check the, I don't know, image gallery, the specification of the room, whatever. So the first touch point with your customers start from the website. And after that, for example, imagine that a customer just booked a room. So it come to airport, use your shuttle, that would be other touch point. Then it comes to parking area, go to reception for check-in, then go to lobby, the room area, restaurants, pool and gym, shopping center, and entrance and exit would be the other touch points that probably inside a hotel you want to just collect the satisfaction of your customer. If it goes to banking industry, again, website and mobile app, two-way SMS, information desk, waiting area, ATMs, call centers, tellers, and entrance exit would be other touch points in the banking area. I'm just trying to just give you some examples of the interaction points in different industry. Probably you come from different background and networks, so you can just connect with one of them. In retail, like the grocery stores, or I don't know, do-it-yourself stores. The websites, the mobile app would be again some of the most important part of the customer journey. Then it comes to physical location, parking area, cashier, customer service, different sections of the retails and different aisles. The two-way emails, call centers, and entrance exit would be other touch points. In healthcare, you already saw it, the laboratory, food and shop, call center, room, waiting area, entrance exit. And for public sectors, like the service that government provide to the citizens. So again, website, parking, information desk, waiting area, washrooms, call center, counter, entrance and exit. And for the employee area, in, for example, hospitality, it's gonna be, because a deskless employee also very important in today, especially after COVID. The employee satisfaction, the deskless employee satisfaction is very important. And here in North America, they have invested a lot, many industries that have 200, 300 deskless employee. They have invested a lot on getting their feedback and try to understand what are the challenges in their organization because of the very high cost of the rehiring and retraining new employee. So they try to reduce the churn of the employee as well. So time clocks would be a great touch point for employee satisfaction. Most of the companies that we're working with them use this touch point as the main touch point for employee feedback. They can install also in different department or employee area, in shuttle service, two-way SMS or phone, paychecks, email, and intranet portal. Even if they have, we can integrate to them too. Here you can see some different ways that we provide to collect feedback in physical and digital interaction point, such as in-person, location, email, SMS, and voice. These are the means that we use to collect feedback. So the very top left one is our latest version of feedback kiosk and terminal. I'm gonna in next slide explain a little bit more about how we collect feedback using these terminals. The website and mobile app widget would be the second one. We provide different ways to collect feedback in physical and digital interaction. So we provide tokenized widget for different touchpoint website and mobile, also for offer email signature, two-way SMS feedback. The chip and QR code are basically labels that install in different physical touchpoint. For example, in banking, it could be installed in front of tellers. We provide SDK to embed in any OS-based device. For example, again, in banking, it could be provided in ATM machine or POS machine, debit machine that they have. We also monitor customer emotion and customer feedback in call centers, as Ali already just gave you a little bit information regarding the eyewear solution that we have at the end of the call. In social medias, business reviews like Google Business Review, we can also collect some unsolicited feedback and also merge it and unify it with the other feedback that we have inside the dashboard. This is the touchless feedback terminal, the latest version. This is the world's first and only touchless feedback terminal. with digital screen. So you cannot find this terminal anywhere else. So it works on battery for more than 2 years without need of any recharging. It's totally standalone. It has built-in SIM cards, so it doesn't need from the IT infrastructure of the partners. We can easily plug and play this terminal, just unbox it, and it's ready to go. It switch between two different questions, the smiley faces question and ABC question, so quantitative and qualitative feedback. The question can be changed from the server. So unlike the classic version of these terminals, which are paper-based, this solution, this terminal is totally digital, and we can change question at any time from the server. The Press'nXPress dashboard is a single platform for all your customer feedback. The most important point here is that the Press'nXPress dashboard is totally pre-built and plug and play. So it means whenever you connect feedback collectors that I mentioned, different means that we have to a touch point, the result will be immediately available. Mike gonna just give you a quick live demo. After that, you will see how it works in action. The information is accessible up and down the organization's hierarchy with different reports, roles, and permission level available for different types of user. Now we can say that with an in-the-moment feedback management solution and system that we say, we have full control on all the experience and feedback that we collected from the customer and take action on it. We provide different access level with a mobile phone, even for the operation manager, and different role in the organization. The admin user always can limit the access level for each user. For example, if you have some in some organization have some local manager, and they want them to just receive feedback or alert for some specific locations, or just one location, or even touch points, just 2-3 touch points inside one location, they can limit the access, and the local manager can just receive alert regarding the role that they have. Here is some picture of the kiosk that we have. It is very recent in our latest exhibition in RC Show 2022 in Canada. So it's possible that if you want to just customize even the stand in terms of just make it more compatible with the overall design of that physical touch point or organization, is also possible. So these are some sample of the QR code that we provide, mostly in physical touchpoint as well. If you scan one of these QR code, you will see the experience of the two-way SMS or online feedback from the website. Any questions?
Okay.
If you don't have any question, I'm gonna ask Mac to give you a quick live demo.
I think that was good. I just want to add a few points. First of all, we have the demo unit in Toshi showroom. So in case any of our partners or friends need to see an actual device, feel free to visit our showroom where we have the unit, we have the dashboard. So I think those of you guys that join our open day events during last March, I think we had it, the device, and many of you guys play around. I think one of the advantages Arash mentioned, this device is fully standalone. So even your customer, your end user does not need to provide the power socket or anything. So as far as you close the deal, you provide the device which is fully functional from the day they receive the device. You just open up especially the touchless device, which is a great innovative method of collecting feedbacks. We ourselves were attracted because seeing something unique, where I think in the market, all the other competitors having not some solution very close to this piece of hardware, which is very convenient and at the same time cost effective, since ready to deploy. And from the day one, you can start collecting the feedbacks. Okay, I
Oh,
didn't
I think we
see, I
have
think
we
we
received
have
a
a
question.
questions, right,
Yeah.
from Mr. Ganesh. I think for pricing later on, we will have on our channel program, we will publish on our B2B. But first of all, it's very important to understand more about your project. Maybe Arash, you can explain a bit on how we work on the project basis and what is our intention in the Malaysian market.
You mean in terms of going to market?
Yes, for Malaysian market.
First of all, I want to just be clear that to answer the question of Ganesh, we don't lose a contract because of the pricing. This is something that we believe in it, because our solution still with that much of feature that you saw, and you know, the latest technologies in customer experience, the pricing model that we provide is very flexible, and most of the time it's at least 20-25% below the competition. So we never lose a contract for a price. Okay, this is a rule.
All right.
And so, okay, regarding the Malaysia go-to-market strategy, we usually target in North America, and we have the good experience on that. Probably could be similar in
Arash, I think we have lost your mic.
Hello,
Oh, okay.
can you hear me?
Yes, right.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you that for the most competitive advantage that we have would be in brick and mortar businesses with physical location. So many digital channels that I explained here are available in different solutions. All of them or part of them would be available. The advantage of using Press'nXPress here in North America with the high competition is based on the omni-channel that we have, especially for the physical channel, because we have a unique solution for physical channel. Nobody else in the world provide this terminal and kiosk for the physical channel, and nobody in the world connect these physical channels, the kiosk, to the digital and voice channels already, you know, out there. So if you want to just think about a business to just approach, I believe you have to consider that if they have physical channel or not. First of all, if they have physical channel, then there's something that you have to address, like the airports, like the retails, grocery stores, do-it-yourself stores, I don't know, like the hotels, and like I can say banking, property management, rentals and property management, the fitness and gyms. These are the area that industries that let's say that we think that we can focus on it better because of the advantage of having physical location and this kiosk and terminal. So my suggestion is to just, if you want to just start from one industry, just keep in mind that this kiosk is a game changer. Really, it's a game changer.
Okay, thank you, Arash, for brief explanation. I think we have no more questions, and we can pass to Mr. Mac from LA. He has been waiting too long. Mr. Mac, it's all yours. You can take the session.
Thanks, Ali. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Perfect. Hello, everyone. Thanks for the opportunity to having us in this webinar. So for the demo, I would focus on three major parts of the solution. So first one would be the collection of the feedback. Second, the analyze and the reports. And third would be the action hub and closing the loop with for the feedbacks that are received. Essentially, the platform is designed to be simple to use. So there are two main concepts, one being branch, which is the physical location of especially brick and mortar locations and businesses. So in the system, we define the locations, and for each of the locations, we define the touch points, being the interaction points where customer interacts with the brand to collect the feedback. All of the collectors that we have can be set up here in the touchpoint area. It's pretty simple to use, selecting the branch, the sections, and basically giving a name, the language for the question, and what is the collector type, being a QR chip, being a terminal, a widget for a digital mobile screen, website, email signatures through the email, two-way SMS on a tablet, or the IVR for after-call service. We also have basically the management for the users and permission and access. So there are different type of access that can be provided to the users to access the manage of the system, or accessing the data that is collected from the single touch point to a branch or a section where the data is collected. All the data and feedback that is collected from the different touch points comes together after analyzing our reporting engine. We provide the integrated data in the different views and dashboards, which is suitable for different roles in the organizations. We have summary views as well as more detail level data to provide the cut of the data that is required for different people in the organization. We provide from the quantitative data, how many feedbacks have been received, what is the overall score across the organization, or the branches that we just saw. It's possible to see the ranking, how they are comparing to each other from the feedback collection perspective, different sections of the touch points where the feedback comes from, or to the singular touch point where it's possible to see the results. There is possibility to also filter down or select different locations, questions that have been asked. So there is all the capabilities that is required to basically understand for different people in the organization from the management level to more operational level to how the customer experience is, what is the feedbacks that are coming through. Again, there are different dashboards. I'm not going through each of them, but essentially for the feedbacks that are coming from the digital channels which provide comment, we also do text analytics and sentiment analysis to process all the comments and basically providing the insights embedded in the text that people provide. So we provide clustering, identifying the different topics that are talked about in the comments, and all of those are analyzed and provided as details here in the dashboard too. To get to basically the act part, we have also a module journey map. So if an organization basically utilize the system pretty much across the customer journey, we have also a module that provides the experience and emotion of the customer across the customer journey. So basically all the touch points where we collect the feedback would be mapped to a customer journey. And during different time frames, it's possible to see what is the emotional state of the customer across the journey. Where are the areas that requires attention, and the teams that are involved can be looking at the data, taking actions, identifying areas for improvement, and the experience can be monitored through the time. So let's say every week, every month, every quarter, the teams can come back to these customer journeys and see how the emotions have been improved. The other part is the action hub. So if there are digital feedbacks coming through via email or SMS, closing the loop with the customer, basically, we provide the module to for the customer service teams, customer experience team to take action, close the feedback loop with the customer for the feedbacks that have been provided. Also, it provides a unique place to understand per customer what is their satisfaction score if the same customer has provided feedback in multiple occasions, and through the same, basically, if we identify the customer based on their customer ID, customer email, phone number, it's one single place to understand all the conversation history with the customer from the experience perspective. We can also automate through the workflow, closing the loop with the customer. So for example, if there are a lot of feedbacks coming through, the organization can decide to automate some of these closing loop actions, like sending automated email replies to the customer or assigning the feedbacks based on some conditions to different people in the customer service team to take action and follow up with the customers. Having said that, so this is all covers all the three aspects of the solution. I want to highlight that we have also integration and API capability to connect to other systems in the organizations, to like CRMs, to trigger the feedback collection, or after a transaction, for example, let's say after booking is done, it could be integrated to our system to send out a feedback collection via email or SMS. And also the data that is analyzed can be sent back to other systems or reporting, enterprise reporting systems if needed. We also have a mobile application to monitor the results on the go, as well as alerts, notification, and summary reports for weekly, monthly, daily reports. in nutshell, this is the capability of the dashboard. If you have any questions, would be happy to discuss those.
Okay, great. Thank you, Mr. Mac. We got a question from Mr. Yosni. How many modules available beside the touch point? I'm not sure if we got the what is the concept of the questions, but do we have anything separate in the Press'nXPress with definition of module and touch point? Are these two the same or different?
So, so we have the main concept is touch point, which is the interaction point where we collect the feedback. I can see also the chat.
So touch points are basically those different methods that we are able to capture the feedback from customer, right?
Yeah, so interaction points. So let's say
Right.
a customer through the customer journey, if we assume it's a hospitality hotel. So if the customer goes to the website or mobile app and makes a booking at the checkout, and the checkout would be a touch point where we can collect feedback. When the customer goes to the hotel, the reception desk where they interact with the brand would be another touch point. If they go to the restaurant, go to the gym, the room in the hotel would be another touch point and interaction point that they have with the brand. So this is where we want to provide a mean for the customer to provide the feedback if they want. So rather than sending a survey a week after, 10 days after, with multiple questions, asking how was your checkout experience, check-in experience, your experience at the pool, in the hotel, we want to get in-moment feedback, which would provide the time and location when the feedback came through, which enables organizations to root cause based on the context which would be available on the dashboard, which shift or which people were at the reception when the customer was not happy, right? So that is the insight that we can provide.
So another question came, Max. So does your solution work with AI or machine learning for analyzing the customer and improve the experience for them and suggest new idea for that business? Mike, do you want to answer?
Go ahead.
Okay, so definitely when we collect feedback, lots of machine learning and AI gonna apply in the backend, starting from pre-processing the feedback. So imagine that, for example, for the kiosk terminals, many of our customer would ask, okay, so what if some kids start playing with the terminal and kiosk? And this is how machine learning apply in the first level of filtering the misuse for application of this kiosk. So if, for example, some guys start playing with the kiosk, sending a couple of feedback, these algorithms that we have pre-process the data and filter out the misused feedback. Starting from there, we have different layer of machine learning and analyzing AI-based analytics. So the insights that you saw in the dashboard, especially in text analytics, the reporting, most of them uses the machine learning and AI, and it's not gonna just limited to couple of features that I can mention. That okay, for example, in this part we have AI, in this part we have machine learning. But I don't know if I answered the question in overall. Yes, we use machine learning and AI to provide insight in dashboard.
Okay, great. Hopefully that answer the questions. I think, if I'm not wrong, Arash, you have the text analysis as well. Let's say if there is a feedback coming,
Yeah,
let's say complaining about, let's say in hospitality, the room is smelly, so you can categorize it under the right category where the team can take an action, right?
correct. Totally.
Mm.
So
Okay.
we can, yeah, label it, categorize it, cluster it. Mac didn't go very detailing because it's very, say if we want to just show all the detail, probably it's not be limited in 10 minutes. But yes,
Right.
all of this is provided in the dashboard.
Okay, that's great. Um, I think we don't have any further questions from the deck. So, okay, to wrap up, I think before we leave, Arash, if you want to just tell what is Press and Express in one paragraph, how you describe your solution, how is, as a conclusion, that's how it helped the companies to reach their goal. So just give us the final closing statement, then we are good to go.
Yeah, let me just, we have it somewhere here. I want to just find it. Maybe this one gonna be a better explanation if I can find it and share with you. No, it's not here. Anyhow, so Press'nXPress is the latest technology in employee and customer experience management. So the advantage and benefit of using Press'nXPress across other competition would be being journey-based, customer journey-based, in-the-moment feedback, omni-channel, and plug and play. So we reduce the cost of maintaining the dashboard for many organizations, especially the medium to large organization and also the enterprise. So they don't need to have data scientist team in-house to manage our dashboard, as you said. So it's totally, manageable with any role inside the organization, easy to understand. And, besides all of these advantages, we pretty much sure that we never lose any contract, as I mentioned, because of the pricing. So be confident in terms of just promoting Press'nXPress solution and be confident of the pricing. We are also very flexible to integrate and work with other current solutions of the organizations. If I want to just give you a suggestion for you guys to just if you want to just approach any businesses, as you saw, the dashboard is not fit and good for very small business with just one kiosk, for example. It is helpful, it is good, but probably if just, for example, you want to just try to sell one kiosk to one touch point, the dashboard is not easy for the owner of that location to just understand and invest in terms of timing. So think about the companies, businesses, organizations that have multiple touch points. They have multiple physical locations. They have multiple interaction points with the customer, call center, digital channel like website, and also physical channel all together. The solution of Press'nXPress can handle the most complex customer journey that you can imagine. don't think that just selling one kiosk to one business owner would just beneficial for this business owner. So try to think larger and yet just consider all the channels as well. That's all.
Okay, this was great insight shared from Arash. Okay, I think we're almost at the end of this session. Just to wrap it up, so the Press'nXPress, of course, is a new product for Malaysia market. As what we always do in Toshi, we always look for latest technologies, innovative solutions in the market, and we dare to bring, new products to market where there might be no track record in Malaysia. But just to rest assure all our partners and customers, we spend lots of time and study the products before bring as part of the Toshi's portfolio to the market. So we are very confident. We have seen this product, I think it's more than 6 months we are working with the team, Arash, Mac, and others in the Press'nXPress. As Arash mentioned, the target market should be medium to large size companies. It could be a government, a hotel chain, hospitalities, anywhere that they are looking to get the feedback. Is not only for customers, it could be a feedback from employees as well, or any sort of interaction that requires some sort of measurements and collecting anonymous information from the user experience. So once again, I would like to thank you, Arash and Mac, that they matched the sleeping time with our Malaysia time to attend this session. And also thanks to all our partners and friends who joined this session. So we will have the recording ready by hopefully tomorrow, and we will share with everyone. And if you have any inquiries or any question about the commercial, if you have any prospects, please reach out to your account manager. Our sales team would be happy. All right, so with that, I think we are closing this session and wishing everyone a good evening. And yeah, see you later on next events by Toshi.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.